While I was at Oregon State, I had a great thrill. Louis Armstrong came to do a concert. I wrote a little column for the school paper. So I had the great honor of getting to go backstage and actually interview that great man, and it was such a thrill. I'm telling you, and every day, the older I get, the more I treasure that memory. Went back into his dressing room after he'd just done a 2.5-hour concert. He's sitting there, bathed in sweat, little white towel around his neck. Every time he'd opened his mouth to speak, his valet, Doc Pugh, would bend down next to him with a spray bottle and spray his throat because he could hardly talk after playing and singing all that time. The first question I asked him, I'd read he'd lost a lot of weight in a year's time. I asked him, how'd you lose so much weight? He says, Doc, give the young man a diet chart. Doc Pugh brought me this 2-page, single-space type diet chart along with a pack of Swiss Chris laxative. True story. Louis said, here's my secret. Eat whatever you want, and you take this Swiss Chris and just flush it right out of you. I still haven't figured out how you lose weight that way. It was very weird. Another thing he said I found very interesting. He said, when I play high, I think low. When I play low, I think high. But the important thing is not to think too much. It's like playing pool. You don't want to think too much. And only in recent years have I come to understand that. He was talking about, I think, being in that zone that a great musician or a great athlete gets into, where the mind is out of the way. It's the Zen aspect of any great performer, where the technique takes over, you know, and the magic happens, and 2 and 2 make 5. I think that's what he was talking about. But the greatest quote from him in that interview was when I asked him how he liked making high society with Grace Kelly and Bing Crosby and Sinatra. He said, I saw that movie the other day for the first time. He says, I wrote to Grace. I told her I thought she acted better than Raymond Massey when he portrayed Lincoln. Louis. Louis, you were a hero to me. Music to you was like honey to bees. You never took yourself too seriously. Satchmo, you were a natural. Louis, your band was second to none. Billy Kyle, Edmund Hall, and Trummy Young, stomping at the Savoy or on Sugar Hill. No one could touch you, no one ever will. I miss you, Louis, now where did you go? I guess the Lord likes music, so he booked your show. If there's a heaven and you're playing there, I'll bet you old Gabriel's playing second chair to Louis. The whole world loved you a lot, loved your spirit and your le jazz heart. I want to thank you for the joy you brought to us. Louis. I miss you, Louis, now where did you go? I guess the Lord likes music, so he booked your show. If there's a heaven and you're playing there, I'll bet you old Gabriel's playing second chair to Louis. The whole world loved you a lot, loved your spirit and your le jazz heart. I want to thank you for the joy you brought to us. Louis.